Happy Wednesday. It's Wednesday again. I know, I say that every week. Welcome to Floyd Wellness mini session. So, I hope everyone had a really good weekend and enjoyed themselves, ate lots of good food if that's what you so decided to do, or if you just chilled out. You know what I mean? Everyone, do what's best for you. Your own health. Stace. Hey girl, I love it. Yes. So just welcoming everyone and hoping they all had a good weekend for whatever they celebrate, didn't celebrate, whatever you had to eat, whatever you did. Most people I talk to like slept because they're just so exhausted. So I was happy for that. If you hear a little bit of buzz in the background, I apologize. Folks who are doing the grass are out there today. And so we're going to continue a little bit with the ankle strengthening exercises because it's so important. And again, as you know from my fall, that I've been recuperating, strengthening, bringing it back, pardon me, and really looking at what it means to strengthen our ankles. As I said before, I didn't think I really had weak ankles, however. So, oftentimes, you can just be walking as I was doing, or if you're playing a sport or moving too fast or running. My Zumba teacher was running and twisted her ankle. So you can step in a way that is right there on that side and that ankle wants to flip over. And being able to have that ability to pull up is what is so helpful. And we have to, I'm always talking about core muscles, okay? So you've got our core muscles, but I'm also going to we're going to do a little leg strengthening. So we're going to repeat some things we did last week, a little different, because I've done a little research throughout the week. And we're going to look at some more leg strengthening exercises. So let's get going. Now, how this is going to be different this week, last week, we did some pointing and flexing. Okay, well, I'm going to use a rolled up blanket here. It's like a lap blanket. And I simply rolled up, put 2 rubber bands on the end because out of all the equipment that I seem to have, all my large noodles and pads and exercise balls, I don't have a small noodle. So I created one, and you can do that too. Because maybe buying a bunch of equipment is not on your agenda, and you can make it. And I'm really all about it. If it's something that I can make from home to have it work, I'm all about that. So like I said, I just rolled that up, and I did that so that when I put my ankle, stretch my leg out here, my heel is not on the floor. Because I want to this week we're looking at getting maximum stretch and strengthening out of our ankle work. So, if you're sitting in a chair, just put your leg straight out. Don't put it down on the floor. Just extend your leg out, okay? If you're on the floor like I am, get something. If you don't have what's called a noodle, this is a really big one, but they have really small ones. Then you can create this for that effect. So now, I'm going to show you this first exercise like we did last week, but I'm just changing it a bit and different directions, or me turning around. So I'm here and I'm flexing my foot. So I'm pulling my toes back towards me. When I push forward, you notice I'm not pointing my foot necessarily. I am pushing the ball of my foot forward. And the reason why I have this here is I don't want my heel to touch the ground. Okay? So I want to push and then bring it back. Push through. Almost, but I'm not going to a point. And back. Push through. And here. Push through. And back. Push through. And back. Push through. And back. Push through. And back. Now, I will say this is best done without shoes. Okay? So, to get the real maximum feel of that, it's best to do without shoes. Let's go to the other side, because I've been working on the one that I hurt, and it's not taped this week, because I'm giving it a little break, but when I teach again tomorrow, I will be taping it. So, other side. I'm going to push through, and I'm going to lift. And I'm going to push through, and I'm going to lift. So I push through the ball of the foot. My toes come just a little bit, but they don't go to a complete point, and I come back. I push through here. Push the toes a bit, and then I come back. And I'm sitting up. I'm forward, so I can just demonstrate for you. But you really want to sit up. You're not doing these exercises down here and scrunching all up. Again, we need that strong core so that you can feel that pull up when you need to pull yourself up so you just don't go right into the fall. I think if I had just collapsed into the fall, I may have even broken my ankle, which some say breaks are better than strains or sprains or however you want to define those. However, for me, it worked out that I didn't break it. Thank goodness. Okay? So let me give you a little side angle view of this. All right, let me get in the camera for both Instagram and Facebook. So I'm pushing, and then I'm coming all the way back. Pushing and coming all the way back. Now what you want to do is you want the ball of your foot to feel like it's being evened out. And then come back, and then I'm pushing through, yes, and I come back, and I'm pushing through, and I come back, and I'm pushing through, and I come back. So that's a little different than what we did last week when I had our feet on the floor and we were flexing this way. This is going to, having something under your heel is going to really give you a maximum stretch and strengthening in here. This is something that you want to look at doing every day. So maybe you want to stack it on top of something. For instance, you may not have time to necessarily sit on the floor, but you sit down to eat, or you're sitting down at your desk. So it's called habit stacking. You just put it on something you're already doing. So while that leg is out, you push through and back, and you push through and back, like right under your desk or under your table. Or if you sit down somewhere for a break, you're outside. It's so nice out. Okay, so you can habit stack and add those exercises. Now, let's go from there. Let's talk about strengthening the legs. Let's talk about all of this because, you know, it's not just your ankles that you want to work at. You want to work with, you've got your shins, you've got your knees, and when you've got little finicky knees like mine, you want to strengthen it. It's not just the knee area. It's all the surrounding muscles, ligaments, all the structure around wherever the challenge is. So, this is a standard exercise. You can do this if you don't have the strength in here to lift while you're sitting upright. Feel free to put your back on the wall. That is very helpful. You know, that will keep you upright until you're able to lift and lower. When you're doing that, you're going to feel that right in the front here, y'all. Right in here. Nice and long. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift. Other side. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. All right, let's breathe. Let's try these together. We're going to do 4 on each side. All right? I always like when you guys work with me, so I don't feel like I'm doing all these things by myself. All right, start with whatever leg you want to start with. Get a nice flex. You want to work parallel as much as possible, which you know, it's a challenge I'm working through. Love me some parallel. All right, you all? You know what? If you need to put your hands down here, forgot about that, you can do that as well. If you don't have a wall and you want to do this, and you want to do it on the floor, you can do that. Again, in a chair, just extend that leg out, but sit up in that chair. Do not sit back in your chair. Sit up in your chair. If you need to put a pillow in the back of you, do that. But you want to sit up. Okay, so if I had my hands out this way, lift and down. Lift and down. Lift and down. Lift other side. Lift and down. Lift and down. Lift and down. Lift and down. Woo! Shake out. I like to not use the wall on my hands because it just really makes me work my core even more because I've got to feel it right in here. And that's where I am. Let's try another little one while we're at this one. So we're going to lift, take it over, lift, and bring it back. Lift, take it over, lift, and bring it back. You can do this in the air. Let's go. Lift, take it over, lift, and bring it back. Lift, take it over, lift. try to be still. I just caught myself rocking. Lift, take it, pardon me, over. Lift and back, lift, take it over, lift and back. 2 more. Lift, take it over, lift and back. 1 more. Lift, take it over, lift and back. Woo! It got a little raggedy at the end because these little puppies were getting tired. All right, I'm going to go to the ball, which you can use a chair if you're in your chair to do this next set of exercises that I'm going to work with. I'm in parallel. All right. So I'm going to take it to here and then roll back to my heel. Now, I say roll because the ball is rolling. So it's kind of a 2-in-1 because I'm getting a little core work in here while I'm doing this. However, if you're just in a chair that's stable, it's no big deal. Again, move to the front of the chair. Don't sit behind in the back of the chair. All right? Let's try these. And lift. Let's just try lifts. Lift. 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 Now lifting the heels. Now let's lift the toes. Lift. 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 Now as you can see, I'm out of alignment. I don't know if you can check that out, but my knees are coming in. So if I put a fist right here, tennis ball, whatever you have, I didn't bring one out for the demo, so I use my fist. That's right here. So that's helping to keep the alignment from my hip, my knee, to my ankle, even though I'm sitting down. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So my fist, I'm right here. So I'm lifting up, roll up, and then down. I'm rolling up, and then down. I'm rolling up, and then down. I'm rolling up. Lift those toes. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. 4 more again. Up and down. Breathe. Then up and down. If you roll, that's fine. If you're on a ball, if you're in a chair, make it work. Other side. Up and down. Lift and down. Lift and down. Lift and down. Now, for added, if you want to do these standing up, you can. I can feel that my ankle's getting a little tired from working out. So I'm going to just say, you can do these standing, hold on to the wall, and you can do those same exercises, doing it like that. And like we talked about, you can do the sitting exercises, you know, with the leg out, and then lifting the leg and bringing it back down. All right? So there are those exercises, sets. Let's talk about that. So the first exercise that we did when we'd use this, all right, let's say we do 8 on the right, 8 on the left, 8 on the right, 8 on the left, to, you know, to kind of get you started. If you're feeling like, I can go a little bit more, then try it again. 8 on the right, 8 on the left, 8 on the right, 8 on the left. Right. You don't want to overdo it, okay? And that's fine. So, again, little review so you know what I'm talking about. From here, I rolled that so my heel's not on the floor. Let me use this one. So, I'm pushing through and I'm bringing it back. I'm pushing through, that's 2, and bringing it back. 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and now, let me back up on that. If you are just starting this process, do 8 on one side and 8 on the other, and then just see how you feel. You can always add another set of 8 on each side. So let's roll it back and slow it down a little bit. So let's do it that way. It's the same with the exercises that we did on the ball. You can do 8 lifts, 8 lifting the toes. Stop. See how that feels. The same with the leg. 8 and 8. See how it feels. If you want to combine them all together, so you would do 8 of the foot stretches. So you have 8 of the stretches. You'd have 8 of the stretches, 8 of those, 8. Then you can go to the leg lifts, 8 of those each side. Then you can go to the ball, 8 8 of lifting the heel, bring it down. 8 of lifting the toes and bring it down. All right, everyone. Let's get into a little bit of exercising in here, which is I always end with my wrist exercises because many of you are coming in from on your phones, on your desk, you've been working, stuff like that. So let's just kind of work this out. And here's a new one I just got. Go here, grab here, and pull that back and release. Pull that back and release. Pull it back and release. Pull it back and release. You notice I'm sitting up. Core work, always. Oh. Here, grab, pull in, release, pull in, release, pull in, release, pull in, release. Let's go here. Switch here. Stretching that arm, extend that heel of the hand out. Go here and here. And then just shake out. Just shake it out. Shake it out. If you want to do each finger, you can. Move your fingers around. Ooh, shake. Yes. All right. Thank you. Next week we will see Faye. Hi, honey. Oh, so good to see you out here. Yes. So, next week, same time, same back station, Wednesday at 2. I'll let you know what we're going to work on. Hit me up. Let me know how these exercises are working for you. I ran into someone that I know. She saw the exercises last week, and she said they really helped. She was thankful for them. Let's see. The link is in my bio in terms of my YouTube channel where I will post the full session for today. All right? Thank you, everyone. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you.